Hey guys, I hope you're having a fantastic day. So, in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Anakin Starkiller's rendition of the Obi-Wan Episode 3 hilt. Now, this may not look familiar to most due to the coloring of the neck area, but this was actually a certain coloring they did on a specific hilt that they made for the movie. So, you're used to seeing a brass and copper glossy neck, but for this version of the Episode 3 hilt, it is a dark bronze with a darker upper section of the neck. So we're just going to be going over some of the features of this hilt and going over what makes it the most accurate Episode 3 hilt to date. So let's start at the top of the hilt. So as you can see here, we have a nice emitter. Now, you're probably not used to seeing this threaded rod sticking up out of the emitter. Actually can be seen in the movie as well. Seeing a little bit of rod sticking up through the hilt. Now stepping down from the emitter, we have the very screen accurate emitter here. And you can see the finish isn't like a chrome style finish. It's brushed and you can see the finishing marks in it, which makes it accurate to the screen prop. And then stepping down from the emitter, you have your neck area with your deep cut, and then you have your wind vane portion of the neck, the color accuracy to this exact prop. Now stepping down from the neck, you're going to have your aluminum anodized grenade section. Now this is screen accurate to the prop, the right material being used, and then it's anodized black. And most of this hilt is all aluminum. So you have your accurate cuts of the grenade. And then stepping down from the grenade, you have your clamp now in your control box. Now, the greeblies here, this is an actual copper colored greebly, and the color is copper and it matches the screen prop because that's what they used. And then coming down to the other greebly, you have a nickel plated steel, and this is actually made of resin, so he had the exact dimensions and size from the screen used part. It's a found part, it's not the actual screen part, but it's very accurate because it's the exact dimensions, and you can see the wonkiness just because it was resin in the movie. So you're going to see that weird finishing, weird dimpling in the control box, as well as here. You can see, and it's chrome plated, but it's resin compared to the metal clamp area. And as you can see here, some of the chrome plating has worn off there, and it's a common thing on this hilt, just due to the plating can't adhere great to the resin, so it'll flake over time. But in the middle here of the control box is your clamp card. Now this clamp card here is definitely more to be desired. As you can see, it kind of gets faded around. It's not really imprinted well. So I ordered a Sloth Furnace Episode 3 card, and based on information I've seen, I'm going to have to trim down the clamp card to fit in the control box, which isn't a big concern to me. And also, I bought this hilt on the RPF secondhand, and Anakin Starkiller said whoever buys this, I will ship them a steel control box. So he's going to be shipping me a steel control box to fix the overall roughness of this resin control box. So I should be getting that in the mail here shortly. And then stepping down from the control box, we have the booster section, which is a nice anodized aluminum, just like the screen used prop. And then also you have your replica cover tech being held in by this Allen screw. Down you have your finish, and you can see in the pommel here, I'm sorry about the lighting, but in the pommel here you can see the machined marks and the tooling marks, and that's screen accurate to the prop as well. That's a top to bottom rundown of this hilt. Now, also with this kit, you're going to get a FX emitter, which I have that right here, and that's exactly what it means. It makes it FX compatible. So the emitter unscrews from the neck, and you screw this emitter on, and then you can then put a blade in it. And FX friendly, you can get this installed, but that's not my intent because I like my hilts on the display shelf static, just like the props were essentially. So now there's only 50 of these made, and this run was May 4th this past year, so 2023. So this is I would say it's a very rare hilt to acquire. And luckily I seen it on the RPF, so I reached out instantly because I'm going for an Obi-Wan collection, all of his hilts that were in the movies. I'm debating on getting the Clone Wars hilt just because it's very goofy. But besides that, I can do a demonstration of removing some of these parts on this hilt to show you guys. So let's remove the emitter. So yeah, so you have your emitter here, and then you have your bolt. I believe that it's literally, yeah, it's a bolt that goes through and the threads are sticking up to make it accurate to the screen prop. So that's a nice feature. I haven't seen a company do this in this style for the hilt, making it that much more screen accurate. Okay. Unthread this portion, thread this in. Okay. So that is with the FX emitter, and then your NeoPixel connector will go in there with a holder in place, and then your wires will run down to the body. But exactly sure. Let's actually just break this down for you guys to show you how it disassembles. So you have this neck. I love the coloring of this neck. And then the grenade unscrews like that. And then this unscrews as well. Okay. And that is your control box. And then you got some glue in there holding the greebly. If you want, I suppose you can put some switches up in there. Derlin under here. So you have that piece. And then you have some nice sound venting. Like I said, if you decide to go FX, it's hidden as well. So there's no added vented pommel for sound. It's a very nice design having it vented through the bottom if you so desire to go FX. And then I removed it for this video because it was floating in here, but there is a nut that goes on the CoverTech bolt, and that's why I believe this is loose. I just haven't been able to do that yet because I wanted to pump a video out for you guys. So I plan on putting that nut on and tightening it, and it should fix the rattliness of this because it's not on there correctly. It's not on there tight. So let's put this back together. The parts being used, a cast mold of the actual control box. The found part is being molded from the found part, so it's the dimensions and the wonkiness as you should want, and just the coloring, the size, the proportions. I mean, this thing is the real deal. It's all about the screen accuracy, so that's what I'm after as well. So who isn't? I mean, some people aren't, that's okay. But my whole intent is to have the most screen accurate hilts I can get for the Obi-Wan collection. And the static emitter back on for you guys, screen accurate. Like I said, I'll definitely get some thread protector on that or grease. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you like the new setup I'm going for. I've added a nice way of filming as well as a mic and a few other things here and there because I'm just trying to make some good content for you guys. Trying to make content that I would enjoy watching. I think that's the whole point of people making videos. I like the in-depth dive at looking at hilts before I buy them, so that's the take I'm going to do on it. I hope you guys stay tuned. I have a lot of projects on the works. As you'll see videos throughout the days to come. I have, I've been talking about, getting an Obi-Wan collection. Well, literally, I think it was 4 or 5 days after I purchased this, which I think a really good deal considering there's only 50 of these made. I was honestly doing some research on the Phantom Menace Obi. Now, I was kind of on the fence because I'm not crazy of the design of Episode 1 as many others, and it's all opinion based. But I was like, I don't know if I should really go for that hilt just because of the taste, but I want all of Obi-Wan's hilts for my Obi-Wan collection, so I was like, I have to do it. Now, Episode 1 and 2, there's not enough differences for me to get an episode 2 version because they're so similar. So my episode 1 is going to be like my episode 1 and 2. But with that, like I said, a few days after I purchased this, someone posted on the RPF as well an Anakin Starkiller Obi-Wan the Phantom Menace hilt. I can't remember off the top of my head the code name he uses for that, but it's the episode 1. It's the Anakin Starkiller Dewey run on the RPF, and it's the most. I've been doing a lot of research, and it's the most screen accurate episode 1 hilt you can get. The Saber Z, I believe, or Sabers, is very accurate as well, but just the detailing and the extensive research and everything that went in the hilt is what makes it very accurate. So that's actually in the mail to me right now. It's supposed to be here Friday. It's going to be here Monday, so it doesn't really. It's a few days from now, but when I get that hilt, I'll definitely be doing a video for you guys and building up the Obi-Wan collection. There's a few other things in the works I'm waiting on, but yeah, I just want to keep you guys informed and make sure you subscribe. Definitely help me out a lot to keep involved in what's going on, and that way you can get notified when new uploads are here, and I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to build this channel. I'd really appreciate you guys leaving a like, comment your thoughts on the hilts today, like this Anakin Starkiller episode 1 hilt. Personally, it's a very nice hilt, I think, and it's gonna be a nice spot for my episode 3 hilt that I would choose, because a lot of people go with the MR style, and I like it because this is distinct. But with that being said, guys, I'll see you guys later.